Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, Exportation, however the flip you know me on these interwebs. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys a quick prize picks preview for today's matches. So without further ado, let's get right into it. If you guys enjoyed the prize picks yesterday, we had some decent wins, but they were nothing but 3-0s. So, you know, I ended up profiting just because I did a lot of live calls, as you guys can see on the screen. But rough day overall. We go again today. And I think today's matches will be a lot better. We kick things off with one that should be a pretty close one, Miami versus Faze. I'm expecting map 1 to be a protocol ban from Miami. As you guys can see, they banned it 10 times out of the 15 times they've banned hardpoints. They've played 15 series. They've banned protocol 10 out of 15 times. And conversely, Faze is 5-2 on it. That's actually their strongest hardpoint map right now. So I think Miami pretty built-in ban right there. And then conversely, on the Faze side, I see them doing a rare red card ban just because Miami's 4-0 on it and Faze is 4-3. You don't want to give them like their best map if you can avoid it. So that's why I see that being red card ban from Faze. I'm expecting a Skyline map 1, so this one should be a pretty high kill map. Both teams are playing very well in hardpoint lately. I would take Rancor or Real just to be safe. Lucky and Metals, they can get tucked. But Rancor and Real, those two seem to always be getting kills. So that's my expectation for map 1. And map 4, I'm expecting a vault. So that one's a toss-up. It could be pretty dominant for one side, or it could be a bang out. I'll give you guys a live call in my cord later based on that. And then in terms of S&D, I'm expecting an S&D Hacienda ban from Faze and a vault ban from Miami. I'm expecting Faze to ban Hacienda. They banned it 12 times out of the 5 and 12, 17 times they played it. And then conversely, what am I expecting from Miami? I'm expecting a vault ban from Miami. So Miami has banned vault 5 times out of the 11, 13, 15 series that they played. And I'm expecting Faze to pick Skyline map 2. They're 3-1 on it, where Miami is 0-1. And they won't have room to ban 2 maps. I expect them to ban Hacienda just because. I'm sorry, not Hacienda. Vault just because Faze is 5-2 on it, and Miami's 0-3, so pretty clear to me. That's why I'm expecting a Skyline map 2. Faze is 3-1 on it. If they still have their pick, I see them picking that. Miami's 0-1 conversely. And then a red card for game 5. Miami's 4-4 on it, and then Faze conversely, they are 3-3. That's your best chance to really beat them in one of the maps that will inevitably get through. So I feel like Miami take the red card, so that's why I have that as that. I'm expecting Hacienda to be the map 3 pick. So the reason why I'm expecting that is because I'm expecting Faze to take Team B so they can get their control pick in. And then I'm expecting the Miami boys. Page refresh. Okay, we're back. The page refreshed on me. They tried to troll me, but can't keep a good man down, as they say. So what was I saying? I was saying map 3. I'm expecting Faze, obviously, to... Wait, let's go to control, and let's go back to my spreadsheet. So you guys can see I actually have picks for map 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. I'll explain that in a second after I explain why Hacienda map 3 is my pick for Faze. Yeah, Miami's owned 6 on it, but they banned Protocol 10 times out of the 13 times that they've had bans. And Faze is 4-3 on Protocol, so it looks like that's their insta-ban. I could see Hacienda also getting banned by Miami, but it's really a pick your poison. I don't see them banning Vault, so that kind of makes it a little bit easier to decide. And yeah, between Protocol and Hacienda, they played Hacienda 6 times. They've let it through. So that tells me that they really don't like Protocol more than they're scared of playing Hacienda, even though Faze are 4-0 on it. I see Miami just doing their default ban, which is Protocol, just because Faze has been playing it a lot, and everyone has, and they're probably not very comfortable on the new Protocol. So that's why I chose that for the map 3. In terms of map 1 picks, I'm saying Draza and Rancor over. I had enough time to deeply research this. So I looked at every over, as you guys can see. Draws is 100% on Skyline. Simp is 75%. Abizi and Selim are 50. So their over-under is exactly 50%. Rancor has gone over 6 of 9 times. Real has gone under 6 of 9 times. Lucky has gone over 6 of 9 times. And Metals has gone over 5 of 8 times. So really, on the Miami side, the only player who's over is not safe is Real, just because his line is usually pretty high. Map 2, I'm saying no play. If you want something ambitious, grab Simp or Abizi for a parlay. And then Abizi and Simp are 3 and 4 for the over on this map, which, if things go as expected, should be Skyline. And then Draws and Celium are 3 of 4 for the under. So 3 out of the 4 times, Simp and Abizi have hit the over, and then Draws and Cel have hit the under, which makes sense because the Tiny Terrors usually play the bomb and they play Kitch. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot of kills if you're playing Kitch. That's where most of the engagements go down. So map 3, I'm expecting Celium over and Real under. So yeah, that's a pretty safe one, as you guys can see. Celium's 4-4 for the over on, what did I say it was gonna be? Hacienda. Yeah, Draws is 3-4, and then Abizi's 2-2. Simp is 3-4 for the over, or 3 out of 4 for the over. Rancor 6 of 6, and Metals 5 of 6. Lucky and Real are both 4 and 6 for the under. So that's why I'm saying the under for Miami, Hacienda map 3. They're really not great at it typically, so I don't expect them to get a lot of kills, but I expect Faze to be farming. So I'm going to say that for that. Moving on to the next series, just to let you guys know, I do not have map predictions for this yet. I have to run them, so I'll be posting them in my Discord. Join it in the link down below. But yeah, no map picks for the remaining 3 series. Those are Discord exclusive just because I did not have time today. I had a lot of stuff to do this morning, so getting this out as quickly as I can, but I try to be more efficient here. So enough yap. I'm expecting map 1 to be a protocol ban from Optic and a vault ban from Ravens. You can look at the screen to see why I'm expecting that. I mean, Optic is 4-1, but Ravens are 5-3. No point in letting them play their strongest map. And then conversely, Optic are 5-2 on vault, and Ravens are 2-2. And I don't see them wanting to play that against Optic. That's their bread and butter. So yeah. So I see both teams banning the other one's best map just because when you get past that, the rest of the pool is pretty unpredictable. You see Optics 0-3 on red card, Carolina's 2-2 on it, Skyline 4-4 for Optic, 3-6 for Carolina, and Hossie 1-2 for Optic and 2-5 for Carolina. So the remaining 3 maps neither team is really strong on. So that's why I'm expecting Optic to pick Skyline. Both teams have played Skyline quite a bit. They both pick it quite a bit. So, and they've never banned it on the Optic side. Ravens have banned it 6 times, but I don't see them banning against an Optic team that's 4-4 on it. So that's why I think it gets through as map 1. And map 4 for the Ravens I think is very likely just because they're 2-5 on it. They've gotten more reps, and Optic are 1-2. They clearly don't like to play it as much if they can avoid it. So I think Ravens are going to try and not avoid it. Yeah, red card is 0-3 for Optic, and it's quote-unquote free. But I do think Hacienda is a more likely pick just because Carolina, they don't play red card that much either. They only have 1 more rep, and they're 2 of 2. Whereas Optic are clearly pretty bad on Hacienda because they've only played it 3 times. So I'm thinking for the map 2, I'm thinking Optic ban Vault because they're 2-3 on it, and they are going up against a Carolina team that is currently 4-1 on it. And then on the Carolina team, I think that they ban Skyline because they're 0-1 on it, where Optic is conversely 1-0. But they banned Skyline 15 out of the 18 times that Ravens have played, so I think that's their ban likely. I think Optic likely pick red card S&D for map 2. It's going to be a bang out and a square up, but it's clearly their best S&D map overall, and I think that they will definitely try to get that one through against the Ravens, who are also solid on it, but I think they're going to be confident because it's their best S&D. Map 5, I think, is likely Protocol. As you guys can see, Ravens are 4-2 on it, and Optic are 3-2. Both teams like the map, so I see that one getting through, and I see Ravens picking it because they're just a little bit more dominant in terms of the stats. Not as sure on Map 3. I think it's a Protocol veto from Optic and a Vault pick from Ravens, so let's see why. As you guys can obviously tell, I think Ravens picked Team B. They picked it 8 times, so that's why I think they get their control pick through. And I said Optic veto what? Protocol veto from Optic. Let's see why. They're 0-3 on it. They've vetoed it 6 times. And then, what did I say was the pick? Vault pick from Ravens. So Ravens, they are currently 6-3 on Vault. Optic are 5-3 on it. Protocol might get through. I'm sorry, Protocol will not get through. Hacienda might get through is what I meant to say, but I don't see Ravens picking that when they're 2-3 and Optic are 3-1. Why give them their strongest map when you guys can both square off on both of your strongest maps, have a bang out? Oh, page refreshing again. All right, cool. It doesn't matter. We're over that anyways. Just some preliminary stuff. I have not researched this, so do not take this too serious. Just come to the Discord and yeah, just look for the plays there because this will most likely change. I'll probably take Shotzi or something else. So, and I might take Gwen. So this will most likely change. Be sure to check the Discord because this will probably look different before I submit a slip. So map 1, I'm thinking Pred and TJ over. They are the most consistent 2 in hardpoint just from looking at the stats and looking at their most recent matches. Gwen's been playing very well, but I don't think Optic will let Gwen just go crazy on the map. I think they're going to be looking for him and trying to shut him down actively. So I think TJ's going to get his today. Map 2, I'm saying TJ or Pred for a parlay. I like Pred's line. He's at 6 kills for map 2. And Pred is always a pretty solid S&D player. Especially this year, he's been pretty good. And TJ, obviously is TJ. Like, he's a free, like, over most times in S&D because he's just the play caller for this team. And they play through him. So looking at map 3, I'm expecting Pred and Gwyn to pop off. Gwyn had an amazing series yesterday in terms of control. Can't remember, did he? No, Kremp got 28 kills. But Gwyn was going crazy in the control, I can recall. And then Pred is always a guaranteed like dub in control. So yeah, that's why I took him map 3. In terms of the next series, we're gonna get into it. I don't want this video to drag on too long. I'm expecting a map 1 ban from LAG and a Skyline ban from Surge. So getting into it pretty quickly, LAG has banned Vault 4 times, and Surge, they have banned Skyline 4 times. So second most banned for LAG and most banned for Vancouver. Pretty safe. And then when you look at the head-to-head, looking at, of course, LEG's vault record, they're 0-4. Vancouver conversely is 3. And then on Skyline, the reason why I think Surge banned it is because that's LAG's bread and butter hard point. They're 5-3 and Surge are 1-3, so I don't expect to see a Skyline map 1. I'm expecting a Hacienda map 1 for that reason. 1-1 for the side of Surge, and then Gorillas are 2-0. I expect Gorillas to pick map 1 just because they're most likely going to be the A side. Vancouver probably want to get their control through. So map 4, I'm assuming that'll be a red card, assuming that, like I said, LAG are given Team A. The reason why I'm assuming it's a red card is because LAG are 1-1 on it, and Vancouver are 2-2. They are quite comfortable on it, and they seem to not like protocol that much, so that's why I'm thinking that red card is a little bit more likely. They picked it 4 times. So that's it for the map 1 and 4. And then let's look at the map 2s. I'm expecting a Skyline ban from Surge and a Protocol ban from LAG. Team B picks map 2, and then Team A picks map 5. So Skyline, I'm expecting that to be out for the Surge boys because as you guys can see, they banned it 3 times, and they picked it one singular time. They don't really like it. They're 1-1 on it, and then LAG are 2-2. So it's really their best S&D map. They have the most wins on it, so you definitely want to get that out of the pool if you can help it. That's their best chance to get one. And I'm expecting LAG to ban Protocol for obvious reasons. The Surge are 2-0 on, or 2-1 on it, excuse me. Yeah, and they've banned it 4 times, so that's a pretty safe assumption to make. I'm expecting a Vault Map 2 pick from, of course, the Surge boys. They are 1-1 on it, and the LAG boys are 1-4. So if Vault does get through, then I'm expecting the Surge to pick it. And then for the Map 5, I'm expecting Hacienda just because that is an 0-2 map for both teams. It's really the best chance that LAG have to win this series because they're not comfortable on red card. They vetoed it 3 times and they're 0-1 on it. And then conversely, Surge love to play red card. They're 3-5 on it. So that's why I think Hacienda gets through. Rather play a team on a map they're not as comfortable with for both of us as opposed to fighting with fish in water. So looking at the map 3, I'm expecting Surge to pick Hasi. Waiting for the page to refresh on me again. The reason I'm expecting Surge to pick Hasi is because I expect LAG to likely ban Protocol, and yeah, they banned it 7 times, and Vancouver will pick the control because they're Team B. So with the remaining 2 maps, we have Hacienda and Vault. Vancouver are terrible at Vault, so that's why I think they want to pick Team B to make sure that LAG can't get Vault, and that's why I think they pick Hacienda, because Hacienda is a little bit more of a square up. Page refresh on me, screw it, I'm out of here. Yeah, you guys saw the stats, so you can understand why I'm picking Hacienda for map 3. Map 1, I'm thinking Neptune X Kismet. I think that's a pretty safe call. Map 2, I'm saying fade that. If you want to be ambitious, don't grab Kremp, because he's not playing. Grab Kismet for the series. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for map 2. Please avoid map 2s. I really don't like them. They always lose for me. Yeah, so map 3, I'm thinking Gwyn and Kismet. I'm sorry, Gwyn and Kismet. Why did I say Gwyn? Oh my god, I'm trolling. I'm thinking Nep and Kismet. Sorry, I had to rush this out, guys, so there's going to be some mistakes. Looking at our next series, we have map 1 expected to be a protocol ban from Breach. I'm expecting Breach to take Team B in this series, and now I'm sorry, Breach should be given Team A just because Ultra is the higher seed, and I'm expecting Ultra to ban Vault, so let's look at why. So for the protocol, obviously Boston is vetoed it 5 times, and Ultra are 4-2 on it, where Boston conversely are 1-2, so that's a pretty clear choice for me. I don't expect them to veto Skyline, where it's 2-2 versus 4-1. Just wouldn't make as much sense. Conversely, for the Ultra, they've only vetoed Vault twice, but they also haven't played a team that's 5-1 on Vault recently. So yeah, I see them banning Vault. They're 2-5 on it, while the Boston Breach are 5-1. That is almost a free dub considering how good they are at that map. So that's why I expect Ultra to ban that one. So with those 2 things being banned, I expect a Hasi map 1 from the B side and a Skyline map 4 from the Breach side. So the reason I'm expecting a Hacienda map 1 is because I'm expecting Team A to be Breach, so I'm expecting them to pick Skyline. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm expecting Ultra pick Skyline, and I'm expecting Breach to pick Hacienda. As you guys can see, Breach are 2-1 on it, and Ultra are 4-1 on Skyline, so that's why I'm expecting those things to be picked. And then for where the map 2s, I'm expecting a Hasi ban from Ultra and a Protocol ban from Breach. As you guys should know, Team B gets their first ban, and then Team A gets the second one. So the reason why I'm expecting a Hasi ban from the Ultra Boys is because they're 1-3 on it, and Breach are 3-2 on it. So I think that's pretty clear cut. I think it'll be the second Hacienda ban on the season for Ultra. And then conversely, on the other side, Breach are 0-3 on Protocol, and Ultra are 4-2. So to me, that's pretty clear cut. I'm expecting a Vault map 2, Ultra are 2-0 on it, Breach are 1-0. I think it'll be a bang out. I think one of those two will pick, no matter who's team A or B, will pick Vault at some point. And then also, I think Red Card gets through as a map 5, just because both teams are strong on it, Ultra 4-2 versus Breach 3-1. So I think they let their best two S&Ds for both teams through in this series, and I think that's how it goes down. So I'm expecting Volt for the map 3 pick. Let me get into this before the page refreshes on me. I changed narrative. I refreshed the page this time. So I'm thinking that there's a Volt control getting through just because Team B, I think Ultra picks Team B. They're the higher seeded team, and I think they want to get their control pick in just because Hacienda, they're 0-3 on it. So if they can control their destiny, I think they would really want to pick one of the maps that's better for them. So that's why I'm thinking that Volt comes through, just because you guys can see 3-3 for Ultra, 2-4 for Breach. Protocol is obviously a map they're not good at, so Ultra could pick Protocol. That's also pretty likely, but they've picked Volt 5 times in Control, so they seem to like taking Team B to pick Volt. So that's why I'm thinking that. Map 1 preliminary picks, like I said, be sure to come to the Discord because these will most likely change. Map 1, Snoopy and Joe over. If we get the expected map, Protocol, Hacienda, those two SMGs should do pretty well. Hacienda is usually a SMG's playground. And then map 2, Fade, if you want to be ambitious, grab Snoop, not Kremp, Snoop for a parlay. And then map 3, I'm going to say Snoopy and Kleenex just because they're the standouts in Control. Map 4 and 5, obviously, is always our Discord call. So yeah, guys, that's everything for me today for prize picks. So be sure to come back tomorrow for the last day. And thanks for all the love recently. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. That's where I post all my picks. And yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with someone if you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Chris from Fake Sports News, your Axe Rotation, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.